Let's create a pirate theme in my social media planner. Hello everyone and welcome back to Quantity Plans. So I'm super excited to be creating this pirate theme in my social media planner. I've used this kit before in my catch-all in previous years, but I had this still left in my stash and I thought it is Father's Day this Sunday. And I don't know, I think that this color scheme works. So we're gonna go with it. And I brought in some brown grid washi and this washi that I think pairs well nicely. So we're gonna see what we can create here. Let's start off with my functionals. So these are the decorative. These are from a shop that's no longer open because I got these years ago, but the shop's name was Isha's Plans. She had great stickers. Okay, so those are all the decorative ones. I'm gonna set them to the side because I don't need them quite yet. I'm looking for just all my functionals. This one has a functional in it, and so does this one. I don't think I'm gonna use this. Let's see, we have these and these. These are way too many, but we'll see. All right, I don't have a long box. That's what I was looking for to put here. But I can combine two to equal one. Like I have this one and they're the same. So what I can do is just cut the top off here. And put it right about here. And then bring in this one, which is the same color. I'm trying to make sure I put the same side box. I think this one goes like this. Okay, so we're gonna cut that from there, leave from here. Okay, and then we're going to put them together like this. All right, now we've got a long box. That was pretty easy, so I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna see if I have a green box to put down here in the next week section. I don't have a long green box, but I do have, let me see, this and this. Let's see if I have that. So we'll take this one and we will cut right here. Do the same that I did at the top to create a new box here for the size that I need. I had my watch on here and you guys can see it was a little tight there, so I had to take it off because it was kind of getting a little too tight. Let's see, this goes over there. I did get all my steps in for today though, which is nice. I make sure I get, there we go. Well, that's pretty good. It looks good. I don't think I cut that green one exactly straight, but that's okay. So we've got that, and now we're gonna go ahead and put in my functional boxes for my videos this week, but I do want to get in my bullet points. So on Monday I need 3, and on Friday I need 2. So let's go with these colors that we used on the sidebar. So we're gonna do 1, 2, and 3. And for Friday we need 1 and 2. Okay, I think that's good for that. Now I'm gonna come over here and pick up my boxes. I want to do the more decorative boxes, I think. So let's do these with the leaves, the tropical leaves on them. I have 2 of those. So I'm gonna put out a video on a Tuesday. And then another one on Thursday. Now, I don't know if I'll have time to put out a third one. I'm trying to figure out if I'll have the time. My hubby is off this week here, so I want to prioritize time with him. So we'll see. I don't know if I'll have time, so I'll kind of leave that open and we'll see what happens. I do want to try to put out some shorts this week. Let me get this and this. So for sure on Monday I'll try to put out a short. I might be able to squeeze in that video on Wednesday or Friday. So actually, no, it'll have to be Wednesday if I do it. So I'm gonna put this here then. Okay. All right. So for now, we're good on the functionals. So I'm gonna put these aside for now. And then we're gonna bring in these. I wanted to put a quote there, but I don't think I have something that may be able to fit there. But I do have this one that I think would fit nicely here. Do a little something like this. Okay. And I suppose I can use the adventure begins somewhere. I don't know. Time for the high seas. Maybe that one will fit well there. Let me see. Well, because I don't want to cut any of the quote out. So, but I think I can fit this in if I cut this word. Okay. And I'm gonna put it right under it. So we're gonna do time for the high, and then seas. We'll do it here though. And then we can put this right there. Okay, I had to go get me a little sweater. Got a little cold here in my office, so went and got that, and I am back. So let's see here. I do want to create some kind of scene. I may need some blue grid washi instead of this brown one. We'll see. So I have an idea for the boat there. And then, I don't know, maybe this map will work right here. Like this, but I think I'm gonna need to cut some of this. It's a little too long, or a little too wide. Let's see. Well, there we go on that. So let me put this down, and I just need to cut the extra off from the top. This part right here. Okay, so we're good on that. So we can do this washi across the bottom there. Right about here. I don't want it to be really, really wide, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a cut right here. So now we've got this, so let's go ahead and put this down right here. Okay. All right. Get my washi cutter here. All right. Okay, that looks good. And then we're gonna put this map, putting it right here. Like for right now. I'll come back in a little bit. I'm gonna move this to the side, and then I'm gonna get that blue grid washi, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got this blue grid washi. The reason why I wanted that was because I want to put the boat down, but I want it to be on water, so we're gonna do that. And we're going to do the same thing we did on the left side. We're going to make this washi a little bit thinner. We don't want it too thick. Let's see what we got here. So we're going to put this in right across like this. Okay. And let me get my washi cutter here. Okay, and we are going to put our boat right in here. And a compass. We'll do that. And we can do the adventure begins, because I have 2 of these. So let's do the adventure begins. Probably over here, right? So I don't need this one to be there. I can put this down here, but I need some washi at the bottom. I'll take this one that I already had ripped. I'm going to put it across the top here. And because it's ripped, it doesn't have to be in a certain way. Let's see. Right. And I got this piece. We'll be able to attach to this piece that I just cut. Okay. Right in there. Perfect. All right, so we're going to put down this quote on this side, right about here-ish. Okay. And we're going to put this down like that. And then let's get some of these palm trees and stuff in here. I don't know. I don't think I want this here. Okay. Alright, we've got that. I don't know if I have another one that looks like that. I think I do, so let's take that. And I'll also take off this portion of it. And we'll do this. Okay. I don't know, maybe this rope can go on the other side over here. And then we can get the green in right around here. And then this one. I'm going to move it over just a tad because I am going to cut that part off right there. So, okay, we got that. I'm going to move this one over to center it more. And hopefully bring this in a little bit. There you go. And over here, what can I put? What else? Do we want to put these little barrels like this? Okay. And maybe the other one can go on the top like this. Oop. Something like that. Okay. I have this one, but I already put it on the left side. And okay to put, I guess, somewhere over here. You know what? I'm gonna use this down here at the bottom maybe. And then grab this part of it. Okay, I think that looks good there. Maybe this can go here as well. Okay, maybe this. I don't know which one's bigger. I want the smaller one. Use this. Using this here. Okay, so we've got this to work with right now, and I think it looks pretty good. We'll see if I want to add a little something. For right now, I'm gonna move on to writing in my plans. All right, so we're gonna keep track of the weather here on the left-hand side. And over here in the tracker section, I'm gonna keep track of how many and when I post my YouTube videos, when I post YouTube shorts, and when I post on Instagram, and when I post Designer Chameleon sticker spreads. I am on her brand ambassador team, so if you guys are interested in any Designer Chameleon stickers, you can use code Carmen15 for 15% off of your order. And then on Monday, I do want to put out a YouTube short, so I'm going to put that there as a priority. And then on Mondays, I usually edit, upload, and work on the descriptions for my videos. I'm keeping here on the left. On Fridays, I film the videos for the next week, and I work on the thumbnails. Okay. All right, and then on Tuesday, I'm going to upload a Plan With Me video here on YouTube. It's gonna be in my catch-all planner, and that video is going to be a before the pen spread. Then I might try to squeeze in a video on Wednesday, we'll see. Thursday, I'm gonna do another Plan With Me video, which is this one that you guys are watching now. And this is a Plan With Me in my social media planner. And this spread is usually a before the pen, but also a little bit of an after the pen. And then on Friday, I want to put out another YouTube short. Okay. Now on Sunday, I just want to notate that it is Father's Day. So I'm going to take one of these stickers, I think. Hopefully I can fit it in here. And I want to notate that it's Father's Day. I'm just going to put this up here. Okay, and I'm gonna try to lift up this sticker that's there. I don't want to reposition it in another spot or anything. I just want to kind of layer it with this functional box. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, there we go. Nice, love that. Oh, and I have this washi too. I didn't realize that. Actually, since I have blue here, maybe I can do a little bit of blue over here. So let me take this one that I have right here, put it right there, and try to bring in a little bit more of the blue on the left-hand side. Okay, got this, putting this down there. Okay, all right, so I don't know what I'll put there. Yeah, I can't put much of anything from here on there. So we're good on that. I want to put the box here because I really want to add that third video. So I think we're going to do it. Let me get a functional box. And we're going to add that third video. Let's do one with the map on it. Actually, we're going to need a bigger box, depending on what I end up filming for that. So let's do this one. And we'll put it right here. And I don't know what kind of video that's gonna be yet, or if I'll even get to it, but I do want to make it a goal. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take one last look here. Oh yes, it's Flag Day on the Saturday. So I got these stickers I've had for a long time from Hobby Lobby. So I have a sticker of a flag. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. So I'm gonna move the compass down actually. It's gonna stay in this quadrant, but I'm gonna move it down so I can put the flag there. Let's see, we're gonna lift this whole sticker, so I just need it to come up. And then we're gonna put this here up at the top. There we go. And then we're gonna put this compass down over here. All right, there we go. And since I have spots to write in Flag Day and Father's Day there, I am going to take my white out and just white this out, because I know what is here. And actually, let me get my pen and write in Father's Day right now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. And then here I'll write Flag Day in a thinner font. So we've got Flag Day. Okay. Take one last look here. And I think that with that addition, this spread is ready for a week of social media planning. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please click the like, subscribe, and notification button. That way you may be notified of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for your support, and I can't wait to see you guys all in the next one. Bye!